today we would like to take on a subject titled WMD.
Yes, sir.
Weapons of Mass Deception. Every time you turn on the television in this day, they are talking, or you find on the news ticker, the WMD's potential in Pakistan. The WMD's potential development in South Korea, North Korea. The WMD's potential development in Iran or Iraq. And we have witnessed people murdered, people killed, land stolen from people, sons murdered, wives murdered, kings, rulers, presidents incarcerated, put on to trial in kangaroo courts. And it seems as though weapons of mass destruction have become the underlying overtone that justifies the denial of freedom, justice, and equality all over the world by the white man. Well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that for every physical law, there's a spiritual counterpart. So if we look in a physical world and see white America and white Europeans so up in a frenzy over WMD, weapons of mass destruction, then we can expect that there will also be a spiritual counterpart to such a reality. And if they have gone after Pakistan, a Muslim nation, if they have gone after Iran, a Muslim nation, if they've gone after Afghanistan, a Muslim nation, what do you think they're going to do with a group of budding new Muslims in the hells of North America under the leadership of a greater Sheikh Abdullah than in the East, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam? All praise is due to Allah. The weapons of mass destruction have become a distraction.
That's right. Yes, sir.
They have become a rabbit in a dog race. Weapons of mass destruction, the term terrorism.
That's right.
These are terms that have been put out in front of the American people as smoke and mirror.
Come on, that's it.
Have you looking in one direction while the magician is tucking the card?
Come on.
Have you looking in one direction while the object that is under the blanket is walking away right in front of your face? But because the mind is distracted with smoke and mirror, because the mind has been distracted in the dog race by a rabbit running around the track, because the mind has been distracted by a jab, the knockout blow has landed and we don't even know what happened. My son asked me a question. He said, Dad, he said, whenever someone gets knocked out, he said, do they know that they're knocked out?
Good question.
When someone is unconscious, do they know they're unconscious? When someone is hit by a catastrophic blow that renders them totally unconscious, can they still feel the pain of the blow? And I said, man, that's a good question.
Yes, sir.
And the answer is, no, they can't feel no pain. And no, they don't even know that they have been knocked out. They just lay there unconscious. And the only people that know that the one that is unconscious is knocked out is those outside the ring. And if you got people outside the ring that don't care for the one knocked out, don't love the one knocked out, have no genuine concern for the one knocked out, they will leave that man in an unconscious state hoping that the man will die in the ring. But if you got a good corner where you got a husband or a father or a kinfolk that loves the one that has been knocked unconscious, they're going to come and wave the salt in the nose, try to wake up the one they love, shake them back up, bring them back to consciousness. But the one knocked out don't even know they're knocked out. That's what's happened to black people. You and I got hit in the head 400 years ago. All praise are due to Allah. We got hit in the head 400 years ago and we got knocked unconscious.
That's right. Come on now.
And nobody that was outside looking in cared anything about our unconscious state. They left us in the ring to die. until a man by the name of Master Farad Muhammad, the Good Samaritan of your Bible, came, and when he looked and seen the people that were laying on the ground that had been hit in the head, left for dead, the priest walked by on the other side. The Levite looked at the condition and didn't walk by. A Levite is a Jewish priest. A priest is a Christian priest. So the leaders of Christianity seen black people knocked out and didn't do nothing about our condition. The Jews seen us in our condition and did nothing about it. It wasn't until a man came from the east unto the west and became a good Samaritan that poured oil into the head, began to heal the wounds of the one that had been hit in the head and robbed and left for dead, and carried him to an innkeeper to take care of him until he returned. That innkeeper was the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah. And that innkeeper today is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Come on, teacher.
We've been knocked out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A jab, weapons of mass destruction. A jab, terrorism.
Yes, sir.
And while we are paying attention to the jab, he's landed a right cross
Come on now.
and knocked us out, but we are so unconscious we don't even feel the pain of the blow. We in fact don't even know we have been hit. When a person is brought back to consciousness, look at what they ask to determine whether or not you are really awake or not.
Teach now.
Think about it for a second. They asked the one in the ring that's knocked unconscious, excuse me, can you tell me what your name is?
Look at that.
Huh?
That's right.
Do you know the time and the date?
Yeah.
Do you know where you're at?
Come on now.
Hell, and if the man that came from Africa's name was Kunta Kinte, but he got hit in the head and knocked out in America, and the doctor or the medic comes to check out whether or not the one that appears to be conscious is really conscious, and the man's ask him his name and he says, my name is Toby.
Look at that. Come on now.
Then the medic knows that the man ain't all the way awake yet. If the man asks him, do you know where you're at? Do you know what time it is? And the man can't tell you where he's at or what time it is, then that man is considered and rendered to still be unconscious. Therefore, the medic will call for the stretcher. They will brace the neck, rush him to the hospital, put him on an IV to get the vitamins and the nutrients that it needs to get his life back, to regain not just consciousness but know its name and know its time and date and know a place where it's at. What has happened to black man and woman? We've been knocked unconscious in a boxing ring called America, and a medic by the name of Farrakhan has come to us and asked us, what's your name? And you told him your name was Jim Jones, Frank O'Hara, Scarlet Coldpepper, Randy Jackson, huh? Knowing that your name used to be Kareem, knowing that you used to be Brother Muhammad, knowing that you used to be Sister Abdullah. And when they see you now calling yourself by the white man's name, the medic has to check it off and say, they ain't all the way awake yet. Then they ask you, where you at? And you say that I'm in the land of the free. I'm in the home of the brave. I am in America the beautiful, with amber waves of grain. And they say, check, something ain't right. Because you're in the hells of North America. You're in a high-class, fabulous luxury hell. It's a hell with a flat screen television. It's a hell with TVs in the back of your headrest. It's a hell with spinning rims. It's a hell with skyscrapers. It's a hell with $2 million mansions. But it's still a damn hell. All praise is due to Allah.